Ahoy, fearless pirates! Out of all the anime out there, One Piece has literally produced some of the moments so legendary that the internet just can't stop turning them into viral memes. These memes are pretty much like fruits. Once you consume them, there's no going back. Let's be honest, half of the One Piece fan base has turned into reaction GIFs at this point. So, grab your straw hats and get ready to count down all 20 One Piece moments that turned into viral memes. Number 20, Shanks vs. Mihawk's rivalry. Starting off with a massive rivalry that splits One Piece's fans into two pieces like a cheese ball. One side roasts Mihawk, while the other roasts Shanks. Let's just say their fans don't exactly get along. The reason? Both sides are convinced they're supporting the strongest swordsman. One swings their title, and the other swings a great flex. Either way, nobody's dropping their sword in this conflict. Many even say that Shanks can defeat Mihawk with just hockey. But honestly, I want you guys to tell me who really wins here. Shanks or Mihawk? Apparently though, Mihawk is more of a fraud rather than a great swordsman, because how in Oda's name did Bro manage to achieve the legendary Ryuma Black Sword? Now, he might have painted it or something, because it just makes zero sense. Number 19, Zoro's sense of direction. But hey, if we're talking about things that make zero to no sense, let's talk about Zoro's sense of direction. Or should I say, no sense of direction, because that man could get lost even on a straight path. Now what makes this meme truly funny is how you could never imagine such a serious character to be dumb enough to get lost. No matter where he is, Zoro always finds a way. The wrong way! What makes it even funnier is that he's one of the strongest swordsmen in One Piece, yet he's completely hopeless when it comes to sense of direction. This meme is definitely one of the most popular One Piece memes, going around for years, and fans love making Zoro memes in different anime worlds. Number 18, Whitebeard's greatest mystery. And while Zoro keeps losing his way, Whitebeard seems to have lost something super important. His actual beard! Yep, you've heard that right! The closest man to One Piece after Go ID, Roger, who's basically the pirate world's grandpa, is often made fun of because he calls himself the Whitebeard. But where is his actual beard? All we see is his white mustache and blonde hair. It's a shame no one found his beard before Blackbeard found him and ended his existence. In another life, maybe. This meme is easily one of the most iconic One Piece memes, and fans have been clowning on this one for years, while joking that he might have shaved it off before Marineford. Number 17, Enel's face. When we're talking about the most iconic One Piece memes, how can we not talk about Enel's face? You see, even baddies like Enel start fearing Luffy when they come to know about his powers. When Enel tries to fry Luffy with lightning, he immediately realizes it does absolutely nothing and freaks out. His expressions were so iconic that they were used several times on other characters in One Piece. For example, Perona freaks out when Usopp defeats her. Enel's iconic expression has even been used in the amazing world of Gumball. Even though Enel has long met his demise, his iconic meme face will live on, making it an unforgettable One Piece meme. Number 16, Portgas D'ace's death. One Piece isn't all laughter. It has some true heart-shattering moments that, well, Oda turned hilarious. While it was one of the saddest deaths in One Piece, fans have made fun of the way Ace died. Akainu killed him with a punch so strong, it left a hole in Ace's torso, making him look just like a donut. Fans even started calling it the flaming donut moment, and memes compare Ace to actual donuts. It's definitely crazy how fans even joke about characters' deaths. Number 15, Luffy's troll face versus Enel. Another One Piece moment that turned into a viral meme was Luffy's Gum Gum Airhead. Luffy's face here was hilarious and makes for a silly reaction meme. We all know Luffy isn't the brightest, but this moment takes his utter stupidity to a peak moment in One Piece. Enel, the self-proclaimed god of lightning, got instantly humbled when he thought he'd fry Luffy like a shrimp. But Luffy stood there completely unfazed, wide-eyed troll-faced looking at Enel. That's the moment a god learned true fear. Everyone enjoyed this meme, and fans still use it to roast people online in the funniest possible way. Number 14. I don't like bread, Trafalgar Law. And just when you thought One Piece memes couldn't get any funnier, they just did. Yep, we're talking about Trafalgar Law's hatred of bread. It was seen during his journey with Straw Hats. He revealed that he doesn't like bread. It was such a random moment that One Piece fans are addicted to this meme and use it very often in their communities. They also say things like Law's on a keto diet. Some even joke that Law's tragic backstory isn't just about losing his hometown, but his lifelong battle against carbs. Number 13. Croco-mom theory. Now, you know when memes go too far. When a joke with baseless evidence somehow becomes a whole new theory that refuses to die. That's exactly what happened to Luffy with the Croco-mom meme. Let me tell you, it all started when fans started seeing Crocodile as a woman, but it was thanks to Ivakov's ability to shift between different genders. Pretty interesting, right? Wrong! This led internet fans to stir some of the most absurd rumors, like Crocodile being Luffy's mom, and for no logical reason whatsoever. It caught on like a wildfire. While there's no hidden clue in this story, fans absolutely love this One Piece meme. Number 12. Zoro is racist. When it comes to the most lovable memes in One Piece, how can we go on without talking about Zoro's racism? A lot of opponents that Zoro fights throughout One Piece tend to be dark-skinned characters. For example, Mr. One, Daz Bones, Ohm, and even King. Fans have noticed these repeated patterns and started calling Zoro a racist. Of course, this isn't true at all. Zoro fights whoever comes his way, no matter their background or race. But this meme literally blew up the internet because fans started exaggerating it. Number 11. Eustass Kid or Useless Captain Kid. Moving forward to another One Piece moment that turned into a viral meme. Now, you see many fans ask this question. Who's more useless? Sakura or Eustass Kid? Well, this is such a tough question because at least Sakura can heal people. Captain Kid can't even heal his reputation. Ouch! Eustass goes around spending more time eating dirt than winning fights in One Piece. This guy even talked big about defeating Yonko, only to get shot by Shanks so fast that the animators didn't even have the time to draw a real fight. Number 10. Weird characters' laughs in One Piece. And speaking of things that One Piece fans just can't stop laughing at, let's talk about the weirdest, insane, and literally the most ridiculous laughs in the series. Because if there's anything that makes One Piece stand out, it's over-the-top laughs of its characters. For instance, Gecko Moria's "Kee-shee-shee" laugh sounds like the laugh of a haunted doll. And of course, Doflamingo's "yeah" is basically a rich villain's evil laugh. I have to admit that Oda got super creative with the laughter of its characters, and it definitely shows. Number 9. Luffy sends Zombie back to the grave. If you thought One Piece characters' laughs were the only bizarre thing, just wait until you see Luffy deal with zombies. Let's be honest, it made a lot of sense when Luffy sent a protruding zombie back to the grave, exactly where he belongs. But you see, this moment turned into such a viral meme, and that's because Luffy does this without even blinking. No fear, no hesitation, just pure, nah, I can't deal with you right now. Fans love using this moment for anything that deserves an instant shutdown. Honestly, if the protagonists of horror movies had Luffy's mindset, the movie would be over in 5 seconds. Number 8. Enel being defeated by rubber. Imagine a guy made of rubber casually defeating the ultimate god of lightning. That's peak comedy right there. We've roasted Enel enough already, but this is the last one. Now, this guy went from being an untouchable, all-power villain to a guy who realized he was messing up. His jaw-dropping, "is this real?" moment went viral. But you know what else got viral? Luffy's rubber punches snapped Enel back into reality. This was definitely one of the most comedic defeats in the world of One Piece, which literally broke the internet. Number 7. Brook meme referenced by Michael Jackson. One Piece just never fails to deliver comedy, or even references like the Michael Jackson reference. Brook, a skeleton who looks like he came moonwalking straight out of Michael Jackson's video, did the 45-degree lean. Oda really said, let's make a skeleton literally the smoothest guy in the series. Fans lost their minds seeing Brook casually pulling up with a Michael Jackson dance step in the middle of a serious situation. This moment was so funny that it instantly turned into a meme, and it really proves that in the world of pirates, style does exist. Number 6. Robin stepping on people. What's better than a waifu stepping on you? Nothing. Remember the time when Robin went full Titan mode in her fight against Black Maria in Wano and started stomping on the enemies left and right? It was a huge mistake, really. She ended up revealing her terrifying Demonio Fleur form after years of suffering and training. Yeah, that was the moment fans started wishing Robin stepped on them instead. Now that's peak power. One Piece really has something for everyone, from sick fights to, well, interesting fantasies. Number 5. Jack is a useless member of the Beast Pirates. Jack of all trades, master of none. But in Jack's case, it's more like Jack of all L's and master of literally nothing. While this guy is quite strong, and he's supposed to be a fearsome opponent from Beast Pirates, he's just too stubborn for his own good. He became a viral meme for his uselessness, and he earned that title. And let's be honest, how do you lose to an elephant? Twice! This guy pulled up to Zoro thinking he would destroy the whole island, only to get defeated in an instant. Due to these, Jack became popular as the most useless member of the Beast Pirates. Number 4. Blackbeard's badass introduction in One Piece. Now, you know that villains are usually introduced in a real badass way in the series. But One Piece is just different, and here's why. When Blackbeard was introduced to the series, he wasn't introduced as a mysterious figure behind shadows, but as a casual guy eating pie and fighting about desserts. This moment became so viral that fans just couldn't stop laughing at how One Piece turned such a bad guy into a sweet tooth. Memes surfaced online and people joked about Blackbeard's true power, arguing that the Darkness fruit didn't belong to him. Number 3. Big news. If there's one man in One Piece who broke the internet, it's Big News Morgans. This Birdman is a legend. He isn't your ordinary journalist. He basically turns every little event in One Piece to some dramatic headline. The reason why this became a viral meme? Well, it's simply because Big News hype up everything entirely. Someone failed an exam? Big news. Does your favorite character die? Big news. Your ex suddenly showed up with a high? Big news! At this point, he's more of a hype machine with wings than a journalist. And let's be honest, we love him. Number 2. Tama. Last but not least, this meme involves Tama, the cute little girl that Luffy met when he first arrived. Fans started realizing that her devil fruit powers somewhat felt like slavery. Her powers basically let her feed dumplings to people and make them obey literally any of her commands. Sounds harmless, right? Wrong. Many dark memes surfaced online related to Tama that made fans laugh so hard that they couldn't decide whether to laugh or question its morality. But let's be real, Tama is definitely the MVP of the Wano arc, and we all know that. Number 1. Luffy's refusal to Sanji. Now, let's go back in time and remember when Luffy tried to recruit Sanji, but he refused. But did Luffy stop? Nope. Instead, he pulled out the ultimate Uno reverse card and hit Sanji with "I refuse your refusal." And just like that, one of the most viral and earliest One Piece memes was born. Fans absolutely lost their minds when this happened, and it definitely played a role in growing One Piece's fandom. And with that, we've sailed through the top 20 One Piece moments that turned into viral memes. So, which One Piece meme is your all-time favorite? Or did we miss any of your favorites? Let us know in the comments down below.